I heard your cries for getting rid of more stuff. I saw the comments. I think it's finally time. I think it's finally time that I listen to someone else. And I'm going to just get rid of stuff. Today, I'm just going to get rid of stuff because why not? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's just me and you. And the world is on fire. And so why not? Why not throw stuff away? Why not donate all of the stuff that we will never use anyway? So let's get into it. But last week, I did a major declutter in terms of just cleaning things out that were literal garbage. This week, now, because all of that stuff is gone, I have the room and the time and the energy to go a little bit deeper, to make some emotional decisions and be more ruthless. So, if you have been yelling at me in the comments for the last 2 years that I just need to get rid of more stuff, today's the day, guys. Today's the day. So, let's go. So, here we find the basement in its pre deep dive state. Let's take a little tour. So I have acquired some more Costco snacks and paper towels and toilet paper, which everyone really loves that I shop at Costco, even though I'm trying to declutter. People feel very strongly about that. We are going to spend quite a bit of time on this coat closet. I put my Christmas decorations in that drawer. Remind me of that next year or later this year, I guess, next Christmas, when I can't remember where my Christmas decorations are. So keep that in mind for me. Thank you. Again, there's those Costco snacks. Everyone is telling me that's a horrible idea, but listen, I don't make the rules. My kids live here. Those are mostly for them. I do not eat Takis. We saw the toys. We are seeing the linen storage, which has gotten not great, but not the worst, not the worst. And this shoe and coat area over here, we will deal with, like fancy shoes. I literally wear Crocs, rain boots, and those like workout Hoka shoes. I've not worn heels in, I cannot even tell you the last time I wore heels. Although we are supposed to go to my new company's Christmas party or holiday party this week, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not really fully mentally prepared for that, if I'm being honest with you. First, though, before I start anything else, I had to do laundry. Start a load of laundry. That is one of my rules. Before I start organizing or decluttering, I got to do the laundry because I need the machines to be working for me while I'm doing other work. And then here again, before this is a little, this is a little foreplay, guys. I am just putting some things away before we get into the deep dive. So, sorry, I don't know why I'm so bashful about that word, but I guess here we are. So yeah, I'm putting the linens in the bins where they belong. I have exciting news about the bin situation and the storage solutions. The people have spoken. It only took me 2 years, but I am finally listening to suggestions. I'm finally listening to viewer suggestions. My husband is going to build a storage bin rack. I don't know what to call it, like a closet, I don't know, a rack, whatever, that's going to hold storage bins. Not these storage bins, some more heavy duty storage bins that can slide in and out of a rack. And he's going to put it over by the laundry room where that big desk workbench thing is. So for those of you who've been suggesting that I need some sort of closed storage solution that is easy to get in and out of, that is the solution that he and I have talked about. So that's that. Oh, donations. There, I forgot that I made that clear. But that box is going to be for donations. That other box is also going to be for donations. And then I'm going to have a garbage bag, and then I'm going to have a couple of other bags and bins and baubles for some other categories, but we'll get to that as we get to it. Also, by By the way, hello friends. If I'm talking to you all as if you've been here for 500 years since the dawn of time, but if you haven't met me before, my name is Megan. Hello. I am a mom, a wife, a counselor, and as I discovered that I like to say last week, I am a disaster person with ADHD. So that is my deal. If you like what you see here, please subscribe, please like, but also if you want to watch me lose weight too on a GLP-1 medication, I have another channel that I will link in the description here. So just if you fall in love with me today, you're welcome, and you can follow me here and over there. All right, now back to business. Here, this is where things get a little emotional. This has been thinned over the years, but it does hold some of my memories. That's from 2018. That's when my husband and I met one another. We went and saw Hamilton together. I sent him a selfie when I got a haircut. I don't know. Anyway, once upon a time, I made him a little scrapbook and never finished it because I have ADHD. Also, I discovered this is where all my extra knitting needles are, which is very exciting because I am working with one of my elderly clients. I don't know why there were hangers in there. Oh boy. I was working with one of my elderly clients on knitting, and the only knitting needles I could find that I had before were these really tiny ones, but I think bigger ones will suit her better. And now I really need to address the fact that this is not recommended. And if you happen to find a pair of old point shoes in your memory box, you should not put them on. Don't worry, nothing horrible happens to me, but they didn't fit. I think I bought that pair. Don't worry, I'm going to go hold on to something so I don't break any ankles. Um, that's that went about as well as I expected. This also, again, I know I've mentioned it like 7 times already, but I do have ADHD, and this is why decluttering takes me so much longer than it probably takes most people, because rather than just getting down to business and making decisions, I feel the need to try on point shoes from 7 years ago that I actually had no business trying on even then, which is why they're basically brand new. And I am starting a new bag to put things in that I'm going to try and sell. Oh, I also found a bunch of thank you cards that I bought at Trader Joe's. I'm going to put that in a bag. See, here's my bags. This bag I'm going to take with me to work, to my office. So I'm putting in those thank you cards. And then this bag is stuff I'm going to sell. Now, I made the sell bag a very small bag because I don't have a lot of bandwidth right now or capacity to actually sell stuff. Oh, I found some old IDs. That is my college ID. That is from 2001, friends. I went to Loyola Marymount University in California. And that is my high school ID, probably 1999, 98, 99, 99. Probably 99. Yeah, because I started there as a junior. So anyway, oh, fun fact, my high school was on a college campus because it was an arts high school. And so it was a public school, but you had to audition to get into it. And they used the facilities at Cal State LA because they have, like music rooms and stages and rehearsal spaces and dance studios and stuff. So anyway, that was a little trip down memory lane. I did not want to part with most of that stuff because a lot of it was just pictures and that kind of nostalgia. So we're just going to leave that. Okay. We're just going to leave that. But back to what I was saying about selling stuff. I don't have a great track record with actually selling things, whether it be online, like on Facebook Marketplace, or if it is like on, through consignment or what. Like I have a terrible track record with it. And so I'm trying to be judicious with what I put in my sell bag because I know that I'm not going to have a lot of time or energy to spend on selling things. So I think by the end there were only a few things there. And a lot of them are things that I'm going to just take to the consignment store. But I think the point shoes, it just felt like a waste to throw them away. They're brand new. They're also Gainer Minden, which is a brand that is a long-lasting brand. I don't know if you know, but point shoes for ballet are notoriously short-lived. Like they're made to be broken down and to mold to a dancer's feet, but that means they don't last very long. So the Gainer Minden brand is made out of plastic, and so they last a really, really, really long time. So I'm going to try to sell those because I'm sure that there is like a young dancer out there somewhere, or or a foolish woman in her 30s or 40s who wants to try on point shoes, who could actually use them. So I have, okay, guys, this was another challenging, emotionally challenging quest here. I know you can't see it super great. Yeah, there's the donation bin. You can't see it super great, but this is that white basket is all musical instruments, like children's musical instruments. And you can see I'm putting a lot of them in the sell thing because I can take them to a children's consignment shop and it'll be pretty straightforward. But this is emotionally challenging. You're going to see my face in a moment. I'm having second thoughts because I do still work with seniors, with older adults, and I am going to start a group with the older adults at a nursing home. And so as I was like putting all these maracas and shakers and things in the bag, see, this is my moment. As I'm putting them all in the bag, I'm like, oh, what if I need these for a group? But then I tried to imagine myself actually running a group with the people that I know at the nursing home and handing them like little egg shakers. And then I was like, no, Megan, just no. I actually need to rescue that pair of shorts. I think they're my mom's, and they accidentally ended up in that bin. They didn't belong in that bin. They should not be donated. I need to go get them back for her. This bag is those silverware. There were some plastic sandwich shape cutters. That bin is like serving ware and party wear and stuff. So that's what that is. Now, those are all the musical instruments I'm going to keep. My daughter does like music, so I'm not giving a... Oh, good catch, Megan. You did not fall on your face. Excellent job. All of those years of ballet training have served you well. But yes, she loves music, so we are keeping some. All right. I got a comment from someone, I think it was a guy from Germany, who made an excellent point. I'm so sorry I don't remember your name. When I showed this last week that I had all these size 12 pants, he was like, or he or she, I think it was a he from Germany, but if not, I apologize. Anyway, he was saying, hey, I thought there was more rat evidence, but it turns out it was just a bunch of flax seeds. And I don't know why there were flax seeds, but not from a rat. It was not, don't worry about it. It was fine. It was not a rat. It was just flax seeds. Now, why were there flax seeds in that bin? I do not know, but I'm not going to ask questions. It's none of my business. Moving on. But this person, I'm going to clean it up now, so relax. So this guy was saying, wow, why are you keeping all of those old, outdated size 12 pants when, like, you're going to lose a bunch of weight and then, like, your prize at the end of your weight loss journey is a bunch of old, outdated pants? Like, you're going to want new pants. You're going to want something that's more stylish. You're going to want something that fits how you feel now in 2026. And so I thought about that some more, which again, new year, new me. I am actually listening to people's advice. Don't leave too much advice in the comments because I will get overwhelmed, but this is it. This is the video where I take advice. And so enjoy it while you can. I may never do it again, but he had a good point. And so I was looking at all of these old pants and I was like, he's right. I don't want to save these. I'm just going to donate and or throw them away. So that is what happened to the pants that are a size 12 that I haven't been able to wear in like, I don't know, 4 years, 3 years, 4 years at least, because my daughter's 3.5. All right. Those are pre-pregnancy pants. Here, I'm kind of just going around the room, but then I don't know what drew me back to this side of the room, but it doesn't matter. I made a decision about this huge oversized blanket, and these pillows that have seen better days, and these other pillows that are also super disgusting that you're about to see. They're so gross. I made an executive decision. I decided they're going in the garbage. Garbage. I don't know that you can donate linens. I did send an email in preparation for this video, which again, wild, new year, new me. I never prepare for anything. But I did this time a week or so ago. As I was thinking about this video, I was like, you know what? I want to probably donate some towels and some blankets and stuff. Let me see if I can donate them to an animal shelter, like the animal shelter where we got our 2 dogs. And so I reached out to them in an email and said, hey, I'm going to have a bunch of stuff for you if you accept that kind of thing. And I never heard back. So I guess they don't need my help. So the blanket, the pillows, the whole situation, they're going in the garbage. What else? Oh, books. Okay. This section is going to take quite some time. So if you're bored by going through books, I'm sorry, but we're going to make the best of it. This was something that there was another commenter. I really should have looked at these people's names. I'm so sorry. I really do love you. I am just terrible with names. And so I remember your intent. I remember how you made me feel. I just don't always remember your name. My apologies. Ooh, I will come back. I need to explain this. I am keeping some of these books, even though I don't think I'm going to actually read them to my child. I am keeping them because many, 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 many moons ago, like when I was still in college, I think I was like 19 or 20 years old, I started buying books. I started buying children's books every time I traveled somewhere. So I have books, the first couple that I showed you, I have books from Jamaica. I have books from India. I have books from Scotland. I have books from Mexico. I have a book from Hawaii. So I started buying children's books from everywhere that I traveled. Looking back, I wish I had been a little more like thoughtful about which books I bought, because I feel like I probably could have done a little better. But I didn't really know kids back then. I didn't have kids, and I didn't really think about it that hard. I was just like, oh, this looks cute. So a few of the books that I kept purely for sentimental reasons because they are memories of places I've traveled or lived or whatever. But most of the books that I kept because I genuinely think my daughter will enjoy them in the near future. So let me get back to giving a viewer some credit. So somebody left a comment recently in my last video that said something along the lines of, you're gonna come back in a year and get rid of even more of this stuff. Like, you're gonna realize that you didn't need to hang on to this stuff. And I was like, well, new year, new me. Let's fast forward and let's just do it now. Like, if I'm gonna eventually get rid of this stuff in a year anyway, why not just do it now? Why not just do it now? So that's what I'm doing. So thank you, viewer. I appreciate you very much for that gentle reminder. Yes. Now, a lot of these books we have because I have a son who's 14. Oh, that's from India, that book. This book is also from India. I was just kind of looking through it to see I was trying to decide. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to actually read this to my kid, but like, I I bought it from halfway around the world. Like how can I get rid of it? I don't know. Um, but yes, anyway, oh, I should probably explain. I went to India. Well, how did I end up in India? So when I was in college, and there's some emotional regulation books. Anyway, um, when I was in college, I knew that I wanted to travel abroad. I thought that I would probably end up somewhere like France or Rome or whatever, something like that, like most people do, if they are so lucky to travel abroad. But I was in a world religion class, and there was a flyer that came around that said, um, study Buddhism in India. And I was like, I did not know that was an option. And so I was fascinated. And also, the program was much cheaper. I went to Loyola Marymount in Southern California, which is a very expensive school. And so actually spending a semester in India was going to be less expensive. Like flight, food, everything was going to be less expensive than if I had stayed stateside for that semester. So I believe it was second semester of my junior year, maybe, I don't know, yeah, 2004 in the spring. I hopped on a plane, and mind you, the internet in 2004 is not what it is today. Like the amount of preparation that I was able to do, the amount of information that I was able to obtain about this experience that I was getting myself into was very minimal, very minimal. There was like a one-page website with like 7 pictures of what this program was going to look like. And I got my little panic attack butt on a plane at LAX at midnight from LAX to South Korea. In Seoul, South Korea, I spent 6 hours on a layover and then got on another plane over to New Delhi, which I don't know if there's a new name for that now, but that is what it was called at the time. Then I met a bunch of strangers, and then we all got on a bus and a plane and another bus and went up a mountain in the Himalayas. And then I spent 4 months in the Himalayas of northern India, right at the border of Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibet. So that was a wild time I should tell about at some point. But a big reason that I went was because I was having a lot of panic attacks during the end of high school and through college. And I didn't know how to calm myself down. I didn't know how to relax. I kept having this fear that I was going to die almost every night. And so in my weird brain, I was like, welp, I guess if I go on this trip and spend this semester halfway across the world with no help, and except for, some Buddhist monks who are going to teach me how to meditate, if I can survive that, I should be able to get a reality check at my comfy, cozy, pampered life in LA, right? So yeah, so that was kind of it. It was like either I'm going to get over my fears, or I am actually going to die, because it was a very scary experience. Like I did almost not make it a couple of times on that trip. Well, probably more than twice, but one is I got deathly ill. An empty bin. I emptied out a whole bin. One was I'm going to finish this up and then we'll move on back to decluttering. But one was I got deathly ill. We were really careful about water and food and stuff, but I must have eaten something wrong. And I was very, very sick. I lost like 30 pounds, and I was already a thin person at that time. And I was inspired to dance here. I don't know where the spirit of Bob Fosse came from, but there I was. So anyway, that was not great. I had to rely on a doctor in a small town in the mountains of India, that I didn't know, to give me the right medication. Fortunately, it worked. Then there was another time we were climbing on a mountainside and I hit my head on a rock that was above me, and that was terrifying. And I lost my footing at that moment, but I survived. That was fine. And then the driving, the mountain, like if you've ever watched an episode of Ice Road Truckers, that is what the roads are like 100% of the time. And like no one knows how to drive. And it is just one lane roads with sheer face drops off the side, and like huge trucks and Jeeps and buses, and like it is madness. And so it is actually a miracle that I survived. It's a miracle that anyone survives. So that was wild. The books. I'm like, why am I talking about almost dying in India? Anyway, I survived. It was fine. I mostly got over my panic, kind of. But not 100%. I mean, if you've been following me for a while, I mention the anxiety from time to time, but it is not anywhere near as severe as it was back then. So look at that, guys. All of the books that I'm keeping now fit in that one little tote. So good job. And now I have an empty tote for God knows what else at some point when I go back upstairs and start working on that. This is something that goes in the memory bin. And then what are we going to do next, guys? I'm watching it with you. I'm making but I know I mentioned at the beginning that it was 6 a.m. when I started this project. But yes, I'm feeling a little loopy here. Oh, okay. So yes, we are going to clear out this armoire situation, this coat closet deal. That is my puffer vest. It is an extra large. I'm going to donate it. That is a size medium red coat. It is not mine. I believe it is my husband's daughter's, his adult daughter. So I made a pile on the floor of things that the family needs to look at because I don't feel comfortable making that call. Now we have some snow pants. So basically, and there's other coats and winter gear and stuff. So basically, I have not actually looked in this closet thing really, like with any sort of intention in years. Like we got it and then we just started shoving coats in there. So this is the first time I'm really going through it. Oh, some goggles. Amazing. That backpack, by the way, I think my husband won it at work somehow, and it's not a very practical backpack. Just the way that it opens and closes and stuff, like it's not easy to access things. So I'm going to donate that because no one has ever used it and it's taking up space. More snow pants. I did save 2 sizes of snow pants because you never know. Maybe we'll go sledding one day. I don't know. Occasionally my son does actually need them. That's a coat that was my son's. He will never wear that again. This is a coat that is my son's that he hopefully will wear again if he ever agrees to wear a coat again. What is it with teenagers, you guys? What is it with like tweens and teens? He's about to turn 14 this month and he will not wear a coat. We live in Northern Illinois. Sometimes the temperature is below 0 and the boy will not wear a coat almost ever. So anyway, I'm keeping it in the hopes that one day maybe he'll come to his senses. But I guess, what do they say? Like your frontal lobe doesn't complete its development until you're like 26. So I guess we have another decade or so until he comes around and puts on a coat. So although, to be fair, like I get it. I don't always want to bring my coat either, but I live a much different life than he does. Like he has to spend more time outside than I do generally. Oh, I'm so excited I found this. These are all my little like travel packing cubes. So now that's where the packing cubes go. That was a cape, a vampire cape from my husband's Halloween costume. These are oil accessories for the treadmill. This is a computer bag that I'm going to ask my husband to look at. Oh, and then this is a travel car seat. We got it for my daughter a couple years ago when we went to Mexico, because we needed a car seat to travel around in when we got to Mexico. And it also was helpful on the airplane. And I'm traveling again with her in a couple of weeks, like in a month. And I was really hoping we could use it again. But guess what? She has exceeded the weight limit by like a pound. And I don't feel super comfortable using it anyway, because by the time we actually get on the plane and like, go drive around out in California, I am sure she will be even taller and heavier. So we have to get rid of it. We got to get rid of it. That is a raincoat. Sadly, I kept this. I was going to wash it, but I realized right before I washed it that it's missing a zipper. So it's gone. We just had to throw it away. This is my fancy new cork yoga mat because I am allergic to rubber accelerant, and I don't know what regular yoga mats are made out of, but I decided a cork one might be better for me. Oh, here's my doomsday prepper vibes. This is that was coconut milk that I bought because my son likes to drink coconut milk, but he didn't like that brand, and so I didn't throw it away. The Ritz crackers were expired, unfortunately, but the coconut milk was not expired, and so I was like, should I just throw it away because nobody's gonna drink it? But then I was like, but what if Beth, my friend at Feral Chadwife, what if she's correct and there is going to be a zombie apocalypse and we run out of safe liquid to drink? And I would be kicking myself that I threw away perfectly good hydration. So I kept the coconut milk. Please do not tell me in the comments below to throw it away. I will not. I told you I have anxiety. Leave me alone. There is an empty bin. I don't know what to do with that, but I'm going to put it over there for now. Now that the space on top of that cabinet is clear, you guys, I have a zone. I have like two. That's a 2-in-1 zone. That's a 3-in-1 zone. That zone is for Costco items. You're welcome. That zone is for Costco items. The bottom drawer of that zone is for Christmas decorations. And the red thing in the corner is like wrapping paper and stuff. This is me trying to decide what the hell I'm going to do next. I almost donated that Keurig in the back corner, but then I remembered my husband is starting a new job in a couple of weeks and he might want to take the Keurig with him. So I did not. And then the third zone in that zone, the third subzone, why am I dancing like a bird so much today? I don't know. The third zone obviously is like winter coats and travel accessories. Everyone who told me I need zones in the basement is probably screaming at me right now. Listen, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm making progress, all right? Leave me alone. There is a very kind woman. I think her name is Melissa. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. I've already established I'm terrible with names. If your name is Melissa, and you offered me some free ADHD organization coaching, can you please email me? My email address is in the description of my channel. I will also put it in the description of this video for ease. But if you could email me so that we can connect, I need you. I do want to take you up on your offer. I hesitated at first because, again, I have been very resistant to actually accepting help or advice. I hate advice so much. because I'm so stubborn and all, like, just, yeah, I don't know, whatever. I'm stubborn and I'm silly and I don't follow through. I should put that on my resume. That's why I'm a business owner. That's why I just started my own business so that no one else will ever find out how bad I am at being organized and following through. Anyway, what was I even saying? Oh, yes. I didn't jump at the offer right away from Melissa because I was just afraid that she was going to spend time with me and give me really good information, and then I wasn't going to follow through and I was going to feel really guilty about it and like I wasted her time. See, I get so distracted. Why do I have to try everything on and go through every pocket? What is wrong with me? Don't answer that. Do not answer that. I already know. I'm a professional. Please. That's why I went to 6 years of higher education to become a counselor, is to find out what is wrong with me. That's why all of us in the field really go into it, I would argue, but some people might not admit that. Anywho's, oh, the binkies, you guys, the binkies. I found my daughter put her pacifiers in the binky fairy bag, and I don't know why I didn't just throw them in the garbage to begin with, but there you go. Oh, okay, this diaper bag. I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, Melissa, let's close that loop. If you're still open to coaching me, I think I would be in the right mindset to actually accept your advice and your help. So let me know. If not, no worries. I get it. No hard feelings. I still love you. Mwah. Anyway, this backpack. This is a diaper bag, but it is such a great travel bag. Oh, and because it is a great travel bag that I know I'm going to take with me to California in a month, I put my teeny tiny portable tripod in there because my plan, it may fall apart, I don't know, but my plan is that I do at the very least want to vlog while I'm in California, but I'm also planning to continue to do updates on my second channel, the Millennial Meg Health Spot, where I'm doing my weight loss updates. So I want to keep filming while I'm traveling. So I went ahead and took care of that right away because I probably would forget later. I don't know. What else are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, the mittens. Can I just tell you, I'm going to wash that hat, by the way. Can I just tell you how awesome it feels that I have gone through all of this stuff and like really thought about all of these things that are still here, and that I've gotten rid of so many of these other things that I don't want to have here anymore. It feels so good. It feels so good. I don't know why nobody told me that I should declutter before. Like, I don't know why no one mentioned that. It's super helpful to feeling better about myself. And I don't know if you have ever heard that this is also a benefit of decluttering, but like now I really do feel like I know where things should go. Like there's space for stuff. It's crazy, crazy, guys, crazy. I actually think, oh, it is time to let go of those old tennis shoes. They are so old and I never wear them. So I'm getting rid of them. What should you do with old tennis shoes, by the way? Like, I put them in the donation box, but I feel like if you've used them, and those are fancy shoes, like when, guys, when am I going to wear the fancy shoes? Maybe to the party soon, but it is January. I'm not going to wear open-toed shoes in January, am I? I don't know. Maybe I'll wear, I'm just going to wear my combat boots. Like, I have a long dress. Nobody cares. Anyway, it feels I'd completely lost. Ooh, you're going to see me do a pirouette in a second. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yes. Oh, first the Running Man. Yes, of course. First the Running Man, then a little bit of organization, and then a pirouette. Nope. First I got to put away some headphones. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, okay, maybe not. I am really teasing you. Maybe I don't do a pirouette and I hallucinated it. I don't know. Nope. Nope. All right, never mind. That was really disappointing. Nope, here it is. There. Okay, that's, again, I do have ADHD and I apologize. Uh, or you're welcome, depending on if you enjoyed that or not. You are welcome for that miniature performance. Oh, the tennis shoes. Okay. Is it okay to give them away or should you just throw them away? Like, are shoes eventually just trash? What is trash? I feel like we need a definition. This is a very existential question, right? Like, what is garbage versus what is useful to someone else? I don't know. Like, just because I'm done with it, maybe someone else could use it. I don't know. I really struggle with that. I also got just gathering everything to give you like a visual dramatic moment of how much I have accomplished, because I really want you to see how much I've accomplished, and we're almost done. But one more thing before we finish and I show you the big reveal. Here's what I need some accountability with, guys. As I'm coming up on this trip that I'm taking in February, God willing, or whoever willing, whenever I have a trip coming up or planned, I am somebody who starts panic buying. And as someone who you have just witnessed throwing away or donating hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of items, please remind me gently, kindly. Don't like say, oh, you don't buy more stuff, you dum-dum. Please don't say that. It hurts my feelings. I'm a real person. But if you could just gently and kindly remind me, like, hey, Megan, like you don't need to buy any more stuff on Amazon this week or next week or in the next like 3 weeks. You do not need to purchase any more things on the Amazon or Target or Walmart or anywhere. Like I have enough. I have little travel bottles for my toiletries. I have plenty of clothes for myself. I have plenty of clothes for my daughter because I just bought a bunch of clothes for my daughter, but we're not going to talk about that. But we have enough. We have enough. We have enough. The only two things I need to purchase are a new travel car seat, which I think I'm just going to upgrade to like a booster seat that we can also use at home once we get back. A high back one that you can use with the 5-point straps though too, like while she's still younger, because she's not quite ready for just a regular booster seat. But we're gonna do a new one of those, and I am really looking for a good travel stroller because of the airport and Disney. So that is my story. Please tell me to not buy anything else other than those things and food for my family. That is it. That's all I'm allowed to buy. The end. Here's the final product. I'm going to show you this little closet again because I am very stoked at my 400 zones in this one space. Look at that. I've got travel stuff. I've got winter gear. I've got Christmas gear. I've got the Costco stuff on top. I have the pile that my family needs to look at. I have empty bins ready for more stuff. That thing on the ground that looks really cluttered still, I will tell you, that is all stuff that I still need to take upstairs. Oh my gosh, the dogs are wild. Those are all things that I need to take upstairs still. I'm just going to power through this voiceover. I love you so much. I am so glad that you watched this whole video. I hope it was entertaining and fun for you. If it was entertaining, please subscribe, like, comment, be kind in the comments because I am a real person. And if you are going to give me advice, I should pin this one woman's advice that she gave me in the last video. She just said something like, if I were to be in a position such as you, here's what I would do. And it was chef's kiss, the most easily I've ever accepted someone's comment in my life. So if you're going to share what you think I should do, try and share your own experience and how it helped you instead of telling me that I need to do blah, blah, blah. All right. Love you. Goodbye. Mwah.